What if protecting U.S. industries came at the cost of making groceries and medications unaffordable for millions of Americans? Donald Trump's push for broad tariffs on America's allies and adversaries aims to address trade imbalances, but behind the rhetoric lies a hidden cost. These tariffs act as a regressive tax, hitting low and fixed-income households the hardest and eroding their standard of living. Tariffs are essentially taxes on imported goods, and the costs almost always land on American consumers. Everyday essentials like groceries, clothing, and electronics become more expensive, forcing families to stretch already tight budgets. Take the hypothetical case of Mary, a retired nurse in Iowa, living on $1,500 a month. When prices for basic groceries like bread and milk rise by even 10%, Mary faces painful choices: skipping meals, delaying medications, or cutting back on heating her home in winter. This regressive nature of tariffs is key. Unlike income taxes, they don't scale with earnings. Instead, they fall hardest on those with limited resources. During Trump's 2018 trade war with China, tariffs on goods like washing machines and electronics raised household costs by an average of $800 per year, according to research from the Federal Reserve Bank of New York. At the same time, retaliatory tariffs disrupted U.S. agricultural exports. Soybean farmers who depended on China as their largest overseas market saw devastating losses. These disruptions echo the fallout from the Smoot-Hawley Tariff Act of 1930. Designed to protect U.S. industries during the Great Depression, it triggered global retaliation, collapsing trade, and devastating rural communities. History reminds us that tariffs often deepen economic inequalities rather than solving them. Today, the impact of tariffs is both economic and deeply human. Imagine walking into a grocery store only to realize that feeding your family has become a luxury. For vulnerable populations, retirees, low-income families, or single parents, tariffs don't just make life more expensive, they erode financial security and force impossible decisions. Policymakers have tools to mitigate these impacts. Excluding essential goods from tariffs or offering tax credits to offset rising costs could shield the most vulnerable. Without such measures, tariffs risk becoming an invisible tax, prioritizing political optics over economic equity. Please subscribe to The Intellectualist's new YouTube channel, where we present insightful videos analyzing the current events shaping the world. Turn on notifications to receive the latest updates from the channel.